I really struggled with daily pressure headaches from the moment I woke up to the moment I went to bed. I had no energy, I had digestive issues, I had it all, and it didn't matter what I did in terms of, correcting my diet, going to the gym, taking various different supplements. Nothing ever seemed to change. And it wasn't really because I was uneducated and I wasn't too sure what I was doing, because I used to work with Jamie previously for bodybuilding competitions, so I sort of had that background to begin with, which I think was the most frustrating thing for me, is because I knew so much about food and diet and exercising, but yet I was still struggling every day to, have the energy to get out of bed. No motivation, bad skin, bad sleep. I was running on an empty tank pretty much every day, hoping that I would just feel better. And so it got to the point where I need to go back to Jamie. I know he knows his shit, basically, and he's the only person that I trust with my health. Next question, please edit. How is it impacting my life having all of these bad symptoms? It really affected me mentally, because I was struggling with pain every day and discomfort no matter what I'd done. So it was really, really draining on my mental health. And I think that was one of the biggest things for me, is I sort of lost who I was because I was just constantly struggling. So it just sort of poisoned my mind a little bit, and I went downhill for, I think, the last 2 years of struggling with the pressure headaches. GP, I had blood tests, scans, everything was normal, everything showed normal. So I couldn't understand why, if I was showing normal and everything, why was I suffering so bad every day? And I wasn't even really being that bad. So my initial reservations with doing the 6-month coaching program was probably, like most people, like, can I afford it? But it kind of got to the point where, on my last stretch of generally having enough with life, and because no one could seem to help me, no care professional, no diet change, because I couldn't eat any less than I was already eating because everything just upset me. It was really the last resort for me, and I just threw that element of money out the window, and I was like, I've got to make it work, because it's this or I don't know what it is. And looking back on it now, I'm so glad that I did, because Jamie's generally given me a new lease of life. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, he gave me the support and, coach nourishment that someone really, really needs when they're going through a tough time. And, I can safely say, Jamie's such a great friend to me, and it is a walking encyclopedia, dictionary, web, all in one. There's nothing that he doesn't know, and the support that you get and the information that you get is just ridiculous. You get access to the portal where you've got loads of different resources. So not only have you got hands-on help on WhatsApp, you've also got resources that you can look at any time. You learn so much about your own body and how you should be treating it and what works best for you. And the fact that you can get a really, really good blood test that shows up everything that you thought would show up in, say, a GP test. It's ridiculous, the amount of information that you get back, and Jamie's able to personalise and pinpoint exactly what needs to be done. I saw someone say it online the other day, is you're not trying to add years to your life, you're trying to add life to your years. And that hits so hard, because that's so true. But if you're really miserable and you can't seem to get yourself out of a hole, you need that extra help, and the proof's in the pudding. I've come from completely in a depressive state, completely being honest, like thinking about ending my life and stuff, to being able to get up in the morning and for once my head not hurting, eating processed foods and try and fill that void of a hole that most of us have. Let's be honest, the temptation is no longer there. But if you want to indulge with a friend or a family eating a lovely meal, it no longer cripples me, and I know what I can go away with and what I can't. And I can enjoy a pizza or a kebab without being completely done over for a week in so much pain and discomfort. To I might have a little bit of a bloat and I'll feel fine afterwards. And for me, that is just life changing, to be able to do normal things but still maintain that healthy relationship with food and just view everything so differently. Like, he will show you the support as a friend and as a coach, and when you come out the other side of it, you are genuinely a changed person. So yeah, thank you very much, and yeah, peace.